Hello, my name is Deanna Bradford, and I am an English coordinator for the Department of Global Business here at Musashino University. Welcome to our university. We're very happy to have you. And I would like to share some tips for learning English. There are three things that I'd like to cover today. First, I'd like to cover what courses that we offer in our department. I'd also like to cover some tips to help you learn English inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom, right? So to start, we offer two courses that are required courses for your global business studies. The first is Practical Communication, PC. This course is meant to help you develop your practical communication skills, so it's right there in the name. It can be considered a business English course. We use modern business topics to learn and practice your communication skills. The focus in this course is on key vocabulary that's used in your business settings across various industries, as well as nuanced cultural differences that you might find in businesses around the world. Okay, and so this course will mostly be comprised of group work and pair work, a lot of opportunities to have discussions in class. It's very active, less lecture-based and more group activity-based, okay? And our second required course for our department is English for Qualifications, which is EQ. And this is our academic skills course. And although it's an academic writing course, reading and writing course, the skills that you'll be learning in this class can also be applied in a business setting as well, as the topics will be varied, but will also always come back to a business context. The focus will be on writing essays, paragraph formation, and also the micro academic writing skills and grammar and vocabulary. Okay, and this will be, there will be some group work and pair work in this course, but it will also be very much individualized as you will be doing your own writing, writing individual essays. Okay, and a third course offerings that we have are elective courses, so that you may choose which courses you want depending on your needs. And these are quite self-explanatory: business presentation, writing, meeting, and reading for business studies. So the focus is more on each skill very specifically. And there again, it will be with a business context. And so the intention is to help prepare you for any future jobs that you might have once you graduate, right? And the PC and EQ courses are separated by levels. So you should have already done your English proficiency test before beginning the semester. And upon receiving the scores, we put you into different levels depending on what score you receive. So our enterprise level is the more advanced English proficiency level. Then we have cooperative, which is upper intermediate, and agency, which would be intermediate. All right. So for learning English in the classroom, overall, I recommend that you take advantage of every opportunity given to you to be able to speak and practice the language. The overall class grade for PC and EQ classes is 30% is class participation. So it's really important that you utilize every opportunity that you have to participate in class. The teachers are eager for it, and I'm sure the other students are eager for it as well. They want to hear your input. So I I have three pieces of advice for you. First is to always be asking questions in life and in the classroom. Your instructors are very, very friendly and they're eager to have conversations with you. So if you initiate that by asking them questions, they will be so excited, and they are a wealth of information. They bring their own cultural experience and their own past experiences in various industries. So utilize them, ask them questions, and engage in conversation with them. Or likewise, if the teacher asks questions to you, by all means have those discussions, because the classroom is the place to experiment with the language and to practice your communication skills. Okay. Also, contributing to discussions with fellow classmates is such a great way to practice the language. You and your classmates all come from different countries, so you have different backgrounds and different cultures. And when you actively engage with them, you're not only practicing the language, but you're also learning about the world and learning about different cultures. So it's very meaningful, and take advantage of that. And the third thing is to engage in all activities in class. So these activities that the teachers set in class are meant to help you build the skills that you need to be successful in the workplace. So engaging in these activities will enable you to be a better communicator. And so it's important that you try to take advantage of that. Some additional tips I'd like to suggest are more practical. Create a helpful system for storing useful resources. So I, for example, like to use Google Drive. I'll just pull up a Google document, type some notes. You can also utilize your fellow classmates. You can have a joint Google document that you type notes together so that you're helping each other, and you can pick up on certain notes that you might not have received during class. And so that's a great way to continue learning the language in class. Also, consider learning language as exercising a muscle or playing a musical instrument, perhaps. The more you practice and apply yourself, the better you're going to be at it, and the more comfortable you're going to be with it. So I highly recommend that you have that mindset when you're learning language, is that it's not going to be an immediate result that you see, but it's going to be continual practice every day. Over time, you will notice drastically improved results. And finally, the classroom is an opportunity. It's an environment that you can experiment with the language and learn to be comfortable with using the language. Okay. So outside of the classroom, there are multiple resources that are available to you here in Tokyo, and worldwide, really. First is to engage on social media. Social media is a great way to engage in English. It's a platform for you to post and comment in English, as well as read, watch, or listen to others' posts in English. And you can also follow, depending on the platform that you're using, you can follow or subscribe to business-related topics. And as you continue your studies, you will find different areas of business that really interest you. And so you can start off more general with general business topics that you might cover in your classes. And then as you take more and more classes and understand what topics are interesting to you, you can narrow it down a little bit more. And so I included some examples here. LinkedIn is a great resource. I highly recommend that you get a LinkedIn profile. It's great for professional networking, both with fellow students and with prospective employers. And as you get more job opportunities, you will expand that network. And LinkedIn also has a great resource for if you add hashtags with the different business topics, then on your news feed, you will see different items in the news or different blog posts, different journal articles that are related to that hashtag. So that's a really exciting thing that you can do to continue learning both English and business outside of the classroom. Okay, number 2, you can find communities in Tokyo. So Tokyo is a great place because it's not only great for you and your Japanese learning journey, but it's also great for your English language learning journey. Tokyo has some excellent meetups and for language exchange and different groups that you can join to do different activities where English is the language that is spoken. So some tips here is you can find groups that center around your hobbies and interests. And you can also find these different language exchange meetups at various cafes where it's 1 hour of Japanese and 1 hour of English. So you can practice learning both languages if your native language isn't either one of those. So here are some places that you can find groups. Facebook groups is a great resource. Meetup.com, if you type in language exchange Tokyo, you will find different events that are happening in the coming months that you can join in. And there's also English only cafes in Tokyo where you go and it's a great place you can get a coffee and do your homework, have some friends come with you, and you can do a study session and a cafe where English is the language that is spoken. Okay, and there are other English options as well and throughout Tokyo, libraries, if you want to have other services, like if you want to get your hair cut, you can type in haircut in English. You can type that in Google and you'll find different salons where they have hairstylists that speak English. And so that gives you another opportunity to use the language. So things like that, little things like that can be really beneficial in your English language learning journey. Okay, and the final one is to enroll in online journals. You don't have to necessarily sign up to become members in all of these online journals that I'm offering here, but some of them do require you to sign in, and most of them are free, although some of them do have a cost. These online journals are a great resource both for developing your English skills, but also for your journey of learning more about business. And so these are just some examples that I've used in the past and that I recommend using. Deloitte, I put at the beginning because I think if you want to start off with some of these, Deloitte would be the best one to do because Deloitte Insights has a great selection of different journal articles that they invite people from various industries to come and write for their journal, for their it's more like an online magazine where they write about current events in business, and there's a wide variety of different topics that they cover, from human resources to leadership to marketing and finance and taxation. They also talk about business strategy, and they're a great resource. I highly recommend using Deloitte. And some of these other ones are also really helpful. Forbes is more fun reads. I like to think of them as fun reads. And also Investopedia is great for if you are having a little bit of trouble understanding certain concepts that you're learning in your content courses, and you want just a basic understanding of key terms. Investopedia is quite useful as a basis, right? So those are my tips for learning English inside and outside of the classroom. final thoughts is that you all are very unique. You have different learning styles, and in time, experiment with different things and find how you learn best. And what I do recommend, though, is that you always take advantage of the resources that are available to you. Utilize the opportunities that you have on campus, online, and on these various social media platforms, as well as here in Tokyo. We teachers care deeply about you and your progress, and we very much look forward to seeing how you're going to grow throughout your years of study here at Musashino University. And and just a concluding thought is, if you ever need help with the language, or if you ever need help with your studies, with learning what you want to do with your future, I hope that you feel welcome to reach out and ask one of your teachers, because I know that they all are eager to have conversations with you and engage with you and help you discover yourself. So with that, I hope the very best for you, and I look forward to seeing you in class.